Okay, this is a test. Testing, testing. Can you guys hear me? I need glasses. Hold on. Let me see what's going on here. I apologize, folks. Let me see. Maya, MW925. Hello, beautiful. Welcome in. Welcome in. Olak's my neighbor. So nice of you to be here. Let me turn off this music so I'm not shouting over this thing. Can you guys hear me okay? Thumbs up if you can. Fam, yeah, you can hear me. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, this is beautiful. Okay, so I'm probably gonna have a connection issue. Let me close my window because they're doing some unnecessary noise outside. 1 second. And then I can turn on there, that Maya Youngster. Look at that. I was actually saying your name earlier in error, and here you are. So let me do this. You know when you're trying to do too many things at once? The fact that you guys can hear me clearly is a beautiful thing right about now. I will tell you the madness that I have been in a moment. My youngster, let me jump in here and do the thing and do the thing. Do. Let me turn this down before this gets crazy. Let me come in here. Let me give you I don't know if I can still catch it. My youngster, type again. Oh, there you are. I got it. Perfect. Okay, so let me do this. Let me take myself out of hiding. It's been a minute. I almost forgot what to press. Can you guys see me? Oh, look at that. Cosmic Love has been subbing for 10 months. Thank you for the sub. Those of you who are not aware, let me fix this. Those of you who are not aware, please be sure to give Cosmic Love a follow. I'm going to give her a shout out right now. She is formerly known as Simply Patty. Welcome to the collective. And you are lurking. Enjoy your lurk. Those of you who are not already doing so, please be sure to give Miss Simply Patty, other now known as Cosmic Love, a follow. She is a streamer. She has been actively streaming, and it's nice to have her back in the fold of the streaming community. She's a variety streamer, games, co-working, and I'm sure there's some other things along the way that I'm forgetting right now. So, DJ Infinity, welcome in. You are new to the community. I'm not familiar with your name. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. My name is TaptheSoul. I clearly need to hydrate. It's going to be one of those kind of streams. How's everybody doing? I need to hear what's going on. What's going on with people? How are your Christmas holidays, festive holidays? I'm not sure what word we're supposed to be calling it. T.E. Dennis, welcome in. I absolutely can't hear myself. So if I sound too loud, too low, crazy, let me know, please. Let me give you a shout out, beautiful soul. I know you are having a beautiful holiday season as well. There you go. So nice of you to be here. You're good and you're rested. I'm rested, but for some reason I thought it was a crazy idea to flip my place and do some stuff. So right now I'm literally in chaos and mayhem, but we'll talk about that. Today, we are going to be talking about 2023. DJ Infinity, hopefully I said your name right. Yeah, DJ Infinity. Where are you from? When do you stream? Drop it in the chat so we can give you a follow, and we can also check out one of your streams. I would love to catch one of your streams. I do a thing, or I guess I used to do a thing called Born from Music Raid once a month. It would be nice to decide if I'm going to bring it back or not. Those of you have heard me say a few times that I'm not bringing it back, but would love to still check you out. Okay, so as I am getting ready, I have to hydrate a lot. Olax with the resub to the collective. Thank you. Apple Blossom, hydrate please. See, yeah, I knew. There's, yeah, let me hydrate. Lav, do I sound okay? Echoey or anything like that? No? We do this in the meantime. It's a beautiful thing when you start learning to use your stream deck more often. Like, this is dope. Oh, there we go. I'm still learning. Apple Blossom, welcome in. So nice of you to be here, Your Majesty Apple. Those of you who are not already doing so, let me do this as well. I know she's not a streamer, but you never know when someone is going to turn on and do their thing. So she is a super mod in these Twitch streets. Maya Youngster, thank you for the resub as well. It's beautiful for the resubs. Yeah, so I'm having a lag issue. Thank you for letting me know. I'm gonna have to hardwire myself to my internet box because for some reason I am getting a poor connection. I was rewatching last stream. Oh, really? One has started. Isn't that interesting? Apparently a hype train has started. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys know me already. I am always about time and energy. Please do not feel pressured to contribute, but those of you who do, I do appreciate your subs, your bits, your resubs, your gifted subs, and all of that that happens. But again, more importantly, it's your time and your energy here with me in the collective as we rock out for the last or second last stream in 2023. We will see. So I've been asking everybody, how is your holidays? How is your time off? Is everybody back to work today? Are you still off today? When do you go back to work? I don't go back to work till January the 9th. And I'm actually enjoying it. I'm not used to being offline and offline. I'm used to being offline and still checking emails and doing something. Oh, you're still working. Oh, T. Dennis, thank you for the soul bits. DJ Infinity, thank you for the soul bits. Maya Youngster, you started back yesterday. Don't you guys get like Boxing Day or anything like that? I'm not a teacher. Oh, I'm so not a teacher. No, no, no. No, definitely not a teacher. I'm gonna actually just double check because I don't know if I'm following you, my friend. I am following you. Look at that. That's perfect. Great. Okay. Um, I will be sure to check out your stream. No, you're back today, right? Yeah, yeah. No, so DJ Infinity, I'm gonna hydrate before somebody tells me to do so. No, it's the luxury of my job gives me unlimited vacation time. I never take vacation. I've been doing what I've been doing for decades, and I've always still worked. Olax can attest to that one. I went to the UK for a couple of weeks and brought my corporate laptop, and I worked while I was there. So it's always been in my DNA to work even when I'm on vacation. This is the second vacation that I've taken ever where I have not logged in. It's not even powered up. I've written my password down somewhere just to make sure that I can remember it. So yeah, yeah. Um, those of you contributing to the hype train, again, once again, thank you so much for the contributions. I really do appreciate it. I haven't been here in a couple of weeks. I feel like a newbie all over again. I don't know if that happens to anybody else who streams, but I feel like I need to rework things and figure out things. So what have I been up to? I am changing some stuff along the way, as you can see, and I'm going to do this again because I need to get comfortable with this. So this is what the new Behind My Smile, What's Behind Yours looks like in some way, shape, or form. I'm trying to lighten my life. And trying to remove some of the darkness, and that goes for color, it goes for energy, it just goes for the overall vibe. The only furniture she brings was her desk. Yeah, 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 that is true. That is true. So this is what this looks like. I predominantly stream Behind My Smile on a Wednesday when I don't have a guest, and on a Sunday. So Wednesdays at 6 p.m. you can catch me here. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad. Hopefully you stick around and engage in the conversation. Please be sure to let me do all of the things I never remember to do because I'm horrible at this stuff. So please be sure to follow me on Instagram under the same name, TaptheSoul, YouTube under the same name as TaptheSoul. We're actually live streaming right now on YouTube as well as on Twitch. I'm trying to eventually work on building the YouTube community. A lot of people do not want to sign into Twitch just to catch these shows. So I've been putting them on YouTube and decided to live stream to give more access to people to get involved in the conversation and learn a thing or two and just teach us a thing or two along the way. So on Wednesdays when I don't have a guest, and on Sundays at 8 p.m., I do Behind My Smile, What's Behind Yours, and we talk about various things. Right now I'm on a soul wellness journey. Many of you are taking this journey with me. We're all at different points in our lives, but the most important thing is that we are doing it together. And I stress that a lot because a lot of people feel overwhelmed or lonely. They feel like the only one having the emotion that they're having. And I think it's really important for people to understand that even if I'm not where you are, or vice versa, we can still support each other along the way to get through whatever hurdles or whatever journeys are put in front of us that we need to navigate through in the overall thing called life. I also do an in conversation, and I haven't done an in conversation in quite some time. So while I'm doing all this promo stuff, let me do this now. Um, in conversation. So next week, Wednesday, I will be back here. I think it's next week, Wednesday. It is next week, Wednesday at 6 p.m. I will be back here on In Conversation with Jay Wise. Those of you in the Toronto area may be familiar with Jay Wise. He is an MC, a rapper, a writer, a radio host, a storyteller. There's so many other names. A father, of course, I have to throw that in there. A community invested individual working with the many of different organizations along the way, helping kids and just doing a lot of great things. And I wanted to have a conversation with Jay Wise a while back now, way before I started doing this show. But it was never the right time. So now that I'm officially doing this, I reached out to him. He also has a new song that is out. I will drop it on my Instagram so people have access to that as well. So next week, Wednesday at 6 p.m., Jay Wise is going to join me virtually, and we're going to have an in conversation and talk about the journey of his life and career, where he is, how he got to where he is. And a lot of my in conversations, as we're going to start talking about 2023, that's really what they've been about. So, where do I want to begin? What have I been up to? I will be back for sure. So what have I been up to? So I took a couple of streams off. The last one I was supposed to do was talking about being joyful. And I am always really transparent with my feelings and my emotions. So I want to make sure I'm sharing with you where I was during that time. I was actually in a pretty okay space. I just knew that I wasn't in the right space to show up and talk about being joyful, even the moments that we weren't, because I wasn't 100% joyful in the moment that I was in. But it also gave me more time for some reflection. I'm going to keep hydrating. So I'm sorry that I have to keep pausing and chugging. So I didn't turn on that stream. We've had the Christmas holidays. Prior to that, I had some family stuff that I had to tend to. And I've been in this journey with you guys. I've been talking about this for a while here in these Twitch conversations, but I've been in this journey for a while. Sorry, for a while, for the last couple of years. And I say that because I've made some recent changes. And by making those changes, it's allowed me to try to take stock of when did I turn into the version of me that I have been, the version that I am now, and the version that I hope to continue to evolve and nurture along the way. So when I started thinking about what I was going to do for this stream, I just thought it was really important to stop and take a moment to really reflect on 2023. So I'm asking all of you here to do the same. So I'm going to do Behind My Smile. It's been a moment since we've done it. So let me taking this gonna refresh 1 sec. I don't know if it's your connection. It might be my connection, Apple, but hopefully you'll get a better connection. Actually, let me see if I can do something with this box. One moment. Give me one moment. One and only Sammy Joe, welcome in, welcome in. Give me 1 second. I almost plugged out the internet box. That would have been interesting. So I am back. I missed Who else did I miss? Who else did I miss? You're going to be right back. Yeah. So, one and only Sammy Joe, welcome in. Happy holidays to you and your family. I hope you had a fantastic holiday season and hopefully still enjoying it and not back to work yet. So, I am having probably some internet lag and I do apologize for that. I'm definitely going to be doing a hardwire the next time I turn on. But again, one of the things that I'm learning throughout this journey this year is that streaming is never a one and done experience. You were sick all weekend long. Oh no, that is so unfortunate. There is something going around. I know quite a few people who are not well. I know I started coughing again, and I'm pretty sure Lav is gonna like lock me out of her home soon. I'm definitely gonna take some Buckleys at the end of this stream. I spent November when I was on vacation being sick, and I really don't want to do that again before I have to go back in the new year. So hopefully I will get it under control, but I'm really hoping that you feel better. Yeah, I thought you were lurking. That's where I thought you were. Yeah. You know what? And I say it to people all the time, if you don't feel well, like don't even go. And I know sometimes the boss has to see you sick to send you home, but then you just make yourself sicker because you're outside amongst everybody and the germs and all that other stuff. Yeah, yeah, you go lurk, Lav. You go lurk. But if you see any other lagging or anything that's happening, feel free to nudge me. I don't know. This connection is gonna annoy the crap out of me. But I think it's Streamlabs because everything else is showing me that I have 100% bars. So there we go. Or StreamYards. So 2023, behind my smile first. So those of you who are comfortable in doing so. I don't know if Apple is back because I know she likes to participate in this as well. So if you're new here, I do behind my smile, I say the words, close my eyes so the chat doesn't distract me, take a few moments, say a couple of words that come to mind, the thought, open up my eyes, and we engage in the conversation. Sometimes the words stick, sometimes they are fleeting moments where the word pops in my head when I do the exercise, and then as soon as I open my eyes, those words have moved on. The goal of the exercise is just to ground yourself and to take a moment. I find that it really is important, especially now around the holidays, to sit in a moment of silence, take a moment of quiet, reground yourself. The holidays can be overwhelming, whether you're spending it amongst a whole bunch of people or like you, Sammy Joe, and many others out there who are not in their best health right now. There is something going around. And it could put a damper on the mood, right? Because you want to be out and about and you can't be because you're not well or you don't have your family near to you. So I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to take a moment and decompress after I take a sip of water. And then I'm going to do behind my smile. And if you're comfortable in joining me, if you're safe to join me, please feel free to do so. Once again, I see this thing lagging. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, technology. Yes. Driving, definitely keep your eyes open. Happy to say it to yourself if you want to while your eyes are open. I do it sometimes when I'm driving as well. I don't close my eyes, of course. But yeah, please drive safe and hands on the wheels, not on the keyboard. And thank you for being here regardless. I really do appreciate you being here with us today. Tasha P, welcome in, beautiful soul. I'm just about to do Behind My Smile and then get into the Let's Talk 2023 and prep for 2024. So I'm going to close my eyes. Behind my smile, excitement, gratitude. That one I can't share publicly. Looking forward to 2024. Yeah, that's where I am right about now. Anybody who did it and wish to share where they are, please feel free to do so. The one I didn't share, I'm not going to talk about on stream. That's all there is to that one. I'm looking forward to 2024 and not in the I need to hurry up and do the old me's gone and the new me's here in 2024, just because it's another year, like another calendar year. And when you notice that life just seems to be flying by, like I really feel like 2023 just started and already we're about to start 2024. And I know me growing up, the younger version of me never even thought to think that we would ever get to the 2000s, much less to say that we're turning to 2024 next year. But as I look at 2023 and all that it has offered me, good and bad and neutral, I really do have to celebrate life and I have to enjoy where I am right now. And I know I posted that on my Instagram because I just kept on scrolling and every post was getting ready for 2024. And I'm just like, we still have days in 2023. Like, why are we not trying to enjoy and honor those days, right? I say it all the time, where, like, and other streamers say it, other DJs say it. It's a blessing to wake up every day, right? Tomorrow's not promised to anybody. I went to a funeral the other day. I know a few folks who have been to funerals recently, and it's been one of those moments where it shouldn't be the reminder of life and appreciating it shouldn't be when you're saying goodbye to a loved one, right? Like that should not be what reminds us. When we're ill, it should not be what reminds us to take better care of ourselves. But that's kind of what happens, right? So I want to pin this one. I love this one. So thankful, love. Yeah, I could get that one. Excitement and progression. Do tell and share where you want to tell and share, my youngster. Those of you who are not already doing so, please once again be sure to follow my youngster. She normally streams on Mondays and Thursdays at 10 p.m. Hopefully I'm getting your schedule down pat in my brain. And I know I don't get there, but I'm usually like half asleep on the couch. And then I'm just like, crap, it's like 11:30 and she was on and I missed her. So I do apologize. Yeah, thankful, love, excitement, progression. Yeah, that's big. That is big. Olox, the fact that we are still here to witness 2024 is a huge, yeah, right? Like to say that we are going to witness 2024 just sounds weird. Like we've gone through generations of no internet, no phones, no cell phones, pagers. Like I know I'm dating myself now, right? Dial up to wireless to everything is on a cell phone and nobody does anything else. Nobody has landlines anymore. Like there's just a technology evolution alone. This it's pretty cool. We're not in the Jetson space of floating cars and stuff like that yet, but we're getting there slowly but surely. DJ Infinity, time is near when time goes fast. Yeah, yeah. I like that. Time is near when time goes fast. Yeah, I do like that. Yeah. Yeah. Miriam, hello, beautiful soul. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We are talking about 2023, all that was, all that is, all that's to be, and then we're going to look to 2024. By the time I wrap up this stream today, I really want us to focus on 2024. That's the goal. Remembering that we still have a couple of days left of 2023, but we can start doing a little bit of a ramp up towards 2024. T.E. Dennis, exhausted, family, focus, release, I'm good. You know what? The best part is when you can say, I'm good, I'm okay. Or you could just sit there with that smile. If it doesn't matter what is going on in our life, you can sit there with that smile and be like, yeah. We're here. We're going through it. We're going through it. No worries, no worries, no worries. It might not be you, Apple. It could be my connection. So just keep that in mind, right? So, Tasha P, welcome in once again. And let me scroll. Let me scroll. Let me scroll. It was a good year with the good and the bad. It was. It was. And it's interesting because I say it a lot where, I say it doesn't matter how many times we have a bad experience. Although we have a bad experience, there is always a blessing that is on the other end of it or that is coming along the way of the bad. And sometimes we can't see it because we're so in the thick of everything, but the blessing is usually there. So I've had quite a turbulent year when I think about it, but I've had a lot of successes along the way. I've had a lot of good people come into my life. I've had some good people leave my life. And that's mixed emotions, but it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I'm still here. You're all still here. There's those that are not here, but I know that would be if they could be. And just knowing that everybody around me is keeping well, even if they're a little bit unwell or they're just, they're still here. And that's the most important thing. It's another opportunity for another conversation, another hug, another smile, another bonding between you. And I think that's probably one of the most important things that I know I'm cherishing out of 2023. And that is the appreciation of the people in my life. Maya Youngster, let me catch your comment. Thankful for my new Twitch family and supporters. Feel love from my close family and friends. Excited about what I have planned by myself and with my family and team. I've progressed with my mental health. You know what? That's beautiful. And let me do this. This one is for everybody in the community, but especially for you, my youngster. There you go. Hopefully, you can feel the warmth of that from the distance. The mental health part is something that I say we need to embrace more, right? So, me doing this, and I've said it in past streams, right? Everybody came to Twitch for music and to run away from life. And here I am sitting in the stream talking about life. And I think it's so good that I can do that with a collective of people who share and feel what you're feeling. Could be varying, right? Because as much as we try to escape it, at the end of the day, the only way out is through. And I have a post-it note. I say it all the time, but yet I still put myself through that struggle of thinking that I can get around it or I can tuck it under a rug and ignore it. And it just pops up louder that I have to deal with it to get through it. So just knowing that you are open and you're comfortable to share with us talking about the progression of your mental health, I think that's huge. That's huge. And all the plans you have, I have so many as well. I don't even know where to start. There's everything that I want to do and I have to pace myself. So Tasha P, I believe I saw a comment from you. Let me catch that. Let me catch that. Um, Come on. There we go. Grateful, peace, contentment. I like that peace part, right? Like, yeah, yeah. I am learning to appreciate the moments of peace, even if it is not 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I think there's a misconception that we're supposed to be in peace and we sit around and we and everything's good. And I think the reality is that you have to find those moments of peace where they provide themselves contentment. Yeah, I just used that word earlier today in a conversation, actually. So yeah, yeah. And grateful, every day we have to be grateful. Every single day. We got to be grateful. Let me keep scrolling. What is everybody doing for New Year's Eve? That's a good question. I was going to ask that question too. So anybody, what is everybody doing for New Year's Eve? Does anybody have plans? Are you going out? Are you staying in? I have no idea what DJs are going to be streaming on Twitch. I'm pretty sure there'll be some DJs that will be streaming on Twitch. Modding, my youngster. Yeah, I must say I'm so nice. It feels good to be retired from the modding life. I'm gonna see how much longer I can carry out not owning a sword anywhere. I'll tell you that much. So New Year's Eve is on a Sunday. Hmm. I'm not sure, but I might turn on at 8 o'clock like I normally would on New Year's Eve for 30 minutes, 40 minutes. It won't be a long, extraneous stream if I turn on. So if you're not already doing so, please be sure to follow me, all the channels: Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and anywhere else that I've forgotten. I'm not on X, Twitter, whatever you call it. I'm there, but I don't use it. But yeah, be sure to follow me. I'll post a notification if I'm going to be turning on. DJ Infinity, you'll be turning on. What time will you be turning on? Maybe we can check you out during that stream. Um, I don't know if for me, New Year's Eve has always been that kind of I've done the clubbing thing, the frostbitten toes with the short dress and the strappy shoes and the boobs hanging out. Yeah, been there, done that. I'm past that stage of life to freeze my ass off in the cold. It always seems to be the cold. Oh, you're also on at 8 p.m. Oh, well, if I turn on, oops, I will join you. If I don't turn on, I'll pass by and say a quick hello so I can check out your stream. I'm at that point now where I want to spend New Year's Eve doing something that rings in the new year with the right people. And I've been changing that over the years where I've been trying to make sure that um, whoever I'm wrapping up the year with is usually who I want to be investing and spending the time with into the following year. And that for me still stays the same today. If I decide that I'm going to socialize in the Twitch streets and check out some people like yourself, DJ Infinity, I want to know that you guys are the people that I will also be socializing with, investing my time with, nurturing each other into 2024. Yes, you can meet new people along the way, but I find sometimes we get into this, let's just be here because it's the hype place to be. But after the lights turn off, nobody seems to socialize with anybody. And community in the collective is really important to me right now. I really feel like we're missing that with the way life is, all of us working from home, or, life is just all over the place. So anywhere that I can build a community and bond with people, that is really where my focus is. And I want to do it from my soul. And I also want to do it with love. Even if the love is a little aggressive at times, it is coming from a good place. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Um, those days of the big dress up, but yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been lost in my interests. Yeah, some heavy self care. I would love to soak in my tub. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And I want to journal. I actually want to spend some time and just write my thoughts of where I am in the at that point of 2023 before I turn on to 2024. I already said my new year started last month when my birthday officially happened, and I usually try to use that as a marker. I will still use the calendar year along the way as well, but I try to know that between November to next year November, what do I want to accomplish? I do have some things written down. I've already started to action some of those things. For my soul self care, I'm still working through some of those things. I'm going to say, like laying down the bricks and the foundation to build and layer on. But definitely, yeah, I want to have fun. It's been lockdown was where we all, we danced in our living rooms, and that's become the new thing. So I want to see if there's a way that I can continue that on, just with the right people, having some good times. So yes, 9 p.m. Let me put this up on the screen. Well, maybe 9 p.m. I'm assuming, where are you located, by the way? Um, are you in the North America? Are you in Eastern time zone? I'm in Eastern time zone, which is why I'm asking. It's definitely something that I have to remember, that we are international and there's people from all different time zones that are normally in here. So I am Eastern time zone. So I would be turning on. If I turn on, I'm going to turn on at 8 p.m. I think I'm going to. You're in New York. Okay, that's good. You're just around the corner, man. Just around the corner. Um, yeah, I think I will turn on. It would be nice to do a final checkpoint with everybody. And I think that one would definitely be another one like this one, but really with the focus on 2024. Let's talk about all of what we want to do in 2024 for anybody that shows up. And then each one of these, we keep talking about it, right? I am not a New Year's resolution type of gal, but I do believe that goals, to your point, DJ Infinity, are definitely important. And what I'd like to know is that whatever I've written down in my journal, written down in my to-do app, or wherever else I'm writing down my scribbles of thought, that I'm able to reflect back on them, check them out frequently, see where I'm measuring, what has changed along the way. I think that's always important to do, just to kind of not wait until, this time next year and say, oh yeah, that's right, I made a list somewhere. Where is it? And it's totally nothing like what you thought, which is not a bad thing all the time. But sometimes you realize that you didn't focus on some of the important things to yourself because you got distracted with everything else, right? Um, Thursday, as in tomorrow, 10 p.m., right, my youngster? Yeah? Yeah? If that's the case, please let me know. I'm going to see if I can actually turn on a reminder so that I can. Let me do this. Those of you who are not already doing so, please be sure to check out Maya Youngster. She's going to be talking about the importance of goals tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern on her channel. And I am hopefully going to pop in and check it out. I really would like to catch your stream, because every time I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm here talking about it, but then I don't even get to make the attendance. So I definitely would love to be able to check you out. So 2023 for me, because I'm seeing the time. 2023 for me, I've done a lot. Um, I was convinced I would never be a streamer. I have a stream. Um, I used to be a mod. I'm no longer a mod. Um, I've met some great people. I've lost some great people. I'm just thinking in my mind of some of the things that stand out. Um, Born from Music Raid, which I absolutely love and cherish. Absolutely love. Did 9 sessions of those. Zenta Princess, welcome in. Happy holidays to you and your family. Trust you're keeping well. We're just talking about about 2023, and then we're gonna wrap up talking about 2024. And I was just saying that I might turn on next on Sunday. However, tomorrow my youngster will be turning on and talking about goals tomorrow at 10 p.m. if you want to check her out. Um, I have to say I've been through a journey of growth, like a good journey of growth, and not all of it was positive, right? So I've had a lot of different things that have come along the way. I've met a lot of amazing people along the way. It's your birthday today. Really? I apologize. I don't have that written down, and I knew you talked about it because you were trying to take over the Sagittarius season. For anybody who is able to do so, please at Zenda Princess in the chat and wish her a very happy birthday. Senda, my wish to you is that you have continued wellness, love, joy, peace, and good vibes for this new year that you are about to embark on. And I trust that everything that you want, everything that you wish for, and everything that you desire comes your way when it is to happen. And I look forward to having more moments with you in these Twitch streets. Um, so along the way, the in conversations that I've been doing, these in conversations were a spinoff from the Born for Music raid, and you've heard this before, right? But what I found in having these conversations with people was that we weren't talking about music as much as we were talking about people's lives, and that's how Behind My Smile started. Into 2024, I have been international here on Twitch, and I appreciate it and I love it. My hometown is Toronto. I'm a Toronto girl. I live here. I was born here. I was raised here predominantly. There's a lot of people in Toronto that I know or that I'm associated with or affiliated with or can get connected to. And I want to hear their story. I want to share their story. So you will hear me talking a lot about YouTube, and that's because I want to know that people can come and share their story with their community, and it's a lot easier for people to connect with people on YouTube who are not previously Twitch people. So Twitch will stay. I'm not getting away from Twitch. Twitch is here. It's my family. It's my home. But I also want to expand it into YouTube, and I want to expand it into some folks who are not Twitch related people, but still have a story that I think all of us would enjoy along the way and we can nurture ourselves from. So once again, I'm going to put this up on the screen. Next week, Wednesday at 6 p.m., I will be talking with Jay Wise. He is a host, former host of various radio stations here in Toronto. Legacy, he used to be a part of a few different hip hop groups. He is a writer, a storyteller, an MC, a rapper, a father, and very much community activist. And I would love to sit down and hear his story. And there's many more people like this in the streets of Toronto, as well as internationally, that I want to sit down with. There's a few others that are lined up. I'm just not ready yet. I've made some technology modifications. I've moved my desk setting once again. You guys can see the background looks a little different. The next time I turn on, it will probably look a little different once again. I'm in a state of change right now, and it's good change. I'm able to acknowledge where I have seen growth. I'm ready to part with certain things that no longer serve me. And I'm ready to go through, I'm going to call it shadow work. We'll talk about that more in one of our streams. Some of the darker parts of the journey that nobody ever wants to talk through, that you have to talk through to get through the other side. I will be looking to do that as well. So, in the coming weeks, Wednesdays at 6 p.m., we will be turning on, whether it's with a guest or without. Yeah. Oh, so she had to just chime in. Demolition phase, yes. So let me give you the story about that since Lava's popped in just to kind of poke the bear. I've been giving the boombastic side eye. DH lady, welcome in. Let me hydrate. So a couple of weeks ago, and I don't even think it was a couple of weeks ago. It feels like it was just yesterday, but a couple weeks ago, so if I call her Patty, if I call her Lav, it's the same person. So Cosmic Lav, formerly known as Simply Patty, we've been, that's my daughter, for those of you who don't know. We've been going through our own respective journeys, as we all. It was last week, and I've done this much, and wow, damn. Everyone's going through their journey. And what I like about the relationship that I have with Lav is that I can have open, honest conversations, very unguarded. And I know that she will give me honest answers. She's told me in the past that I've been very naive about people being good. And I'm just like, yeah, I didn't catch that right away, but I caught that. Might mention that before I wrap that up. But we were sitting down in her living room, where I've taken as my second home. 713, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, Apple. Yeah, you might have missed that. So Cosmic Lav is Simply Patty. So if you can give her a shout out, that would be great. And 713, you've already done so. Thank you. Welcome in 713. I hope your holidays has been fantastic. So as I was saying, we're all going through journeys, and you guys hear me say this all the time, right? No one is excluded from the journey. It just depends on whether you acknowledge that you're going through a journey and you're doing the work. You're being accountable to yourself. We talked about that the other day, right? So every once in a while, I like to journal. She also does bullet journaling, but we're always talking about how to refine life. She's talked about being more intentional, and I'm just like, yeah, like we are technically already being intentional because we're taking the time to have that conversation. What I found along the way was Get It Back Giggy. Welcome in, sweetie. DH Lady, welcome in, welcome in. So nice of you guys to be here. What I found over the last couple of weeks, and especially doing these conversations actually, is that my work that I do when I'm not on a screen, it's chaotic. My career is chaotic in a good way, questionable, but the journey I'm putting myself through, because I'm trying to solve it all, right? Like I'm trying to figure out, why am I this way? Why did I did that? Why have I always, why do I this? But one of the big things I've noticed is that I've actually just come into myself. Like I'm not lost. And I posted that on my IG page, right? I'm not lost. I'm not trying to find myself. I just need to refine myself. But in order to refine yourself, you've got to do the work and figure out, what areas of your life do you want to refine, right? So Lav decided it was a good idea to turn on YouTube and watch a video. And I can't remember the person now, but I will post it on my Instagram later or tomorrow. She posted renovating her office space. Get It Back Giggy. Thank you for the resub, honey. Thank you so much. Welcome and thank you for staying and remaining with the collective. So during that video, they talked about the stage of feeling like everything is falling apart. And I've said that before in a couple of conversations with people in my personal life, where I've really stated that I felt like my entire world was falling apart and coming together at the same time. And a lot of that you guys witnessed in the conversations that we have had throughout these Behind My Smiles, right? I've always been transparent. I want people to see it and hear it and not just think it's clickbait because it's something nice to say. There's some ugly parts of my life that I will or won't share with you, but you'll still feel it and hear it regardless of the depth of what you get, because I think it's important that people really understand that we really are all going through this together, right? So from I heard that streamer in that YouTube post say the words demolition phase, I kid you not, I felt like my entire world just crumbled underneath my feet. Everything that I was standing on felt like I was literally just falling into, she went back and checked the date, December 16th. Yes. So my life did a major proof, Thanos of sorts, on December the 16th. And that is the only words that I have been saying repeatedly. And I'm surprised that she still tolerates talking to me, because all I keep talking about is a demolition phase. Every time I go from her apartment to my apartment and I walk in here and I'm just like, I just want to blow up my life and start over. And it's not that I don't like my life. It's not like I don't feel happy in my life. I just feel like where I am right now isn't properly representing who I am at this stage. And so Christmas Eve, I went to Home Depot and I bought paint. So those of you who know me and know that I've already painted this entire apartment, so my apartment has been painted again. There's only one or two walls, the one behind me that is still the same color, but the walls that I'm staring at right now are no longer the blue that you have been seeing me post everywhere. And I think it's important that I wanted to share this too. And I'm going to post this because, I'm laughing at myself too. But I would just like to call out Cosmic Lav, otherwise known as Simply Patty, as the reason for this. But it's a good reason. So I've been, DH Lady, you heard me talk about wanting to paint. Yeah, I painted. My body is feeling it. And where I am right now is a good space. But there's still tape on the walls in some areas, and the wall over here needs to be painted and whatever. But there's certain things that you go through in life, and you have to be okay to accept that it no longer serves you. And for me, it's that color. I absolutely love that color. You guys see it here in my overlay, but I don't need to overdose in the color, right? I need to figure out how to refine myself from a point of, yes, I love the color. There's an attachment to that color. I had to even explore, why am I so attached to the color? That part I will not share here right now, but I will say that, as I sang to Lav, I was a pastel pink girl for as long as I can remember. And those of you in Toronto, Duffer Mall was the best place to get pink lace stockings. Like I used to have a pink pastel outfit for church on a regular basis. Like that was my color. Like that, you couldn't tell me anything. Pastel pink was it. Various shades, the layering of the different shades, you name it, I had it. It was pink. And then I've had an experience or two of life, which I am working through, that shifted me from that pink era to black, to the blue, to the dark areas, right? And it took going through this demolition phase as of December 16th for me to really start peeling back those layers and doing that shadow work of really understanding Why am I so attached to certain things? It's not even just, and I'm going to post this because I like this comment here. It's not even just about, oh, well, I'm changing the color from pink to like from the teal to a light color, which is what I've done. It really just comes down to what was that association? Why was I holding on to it so long? And what is it giving me? And does it still serve me? It doesn't. I talked about it when I just started this stream. You know, a lot of my overlays and everything has that black, dark. It's not what I just, it's not where I am. It's not where I want to be anymore. I want to be in the spot of light. A lot of the things I felt was heavy about the emote I was using for behind my smile. It's still there in my emotes. But I want to make sure that people understand that I'm coming from a place of love when I'm talking with you guys. We can go through the mud of life, and I know that it's not always pretty, right? But I want to make sure that even when we're in the mud, Chris Camouflage, welcome in. Even when we are in the mud of life and we feel like we're sinking, we still have to believe in love. And I'm not just talking about romantic love. So those who are against it, don't get all hostile about that, right? You still have to find the love for yourself and pull yourself through it. And if you can have a community of people to help you, it's even more beautiful to do so. So everything that I do in this channel going forward is coming from a lighter color aspect. There's a lightness that is in my heart and in my soul, and I want to share that with you guys. And there is always going to be love. And yes, sometimes I will bitch slap y'all with love. Again, the key word is it's love, right? So Zenda, let me catch up to some comments. Tap the Soul can be paint, be furniture, be people. We all need to rebrand our life. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's been so many times, I mean, and I've done the hairstyle change. I've had my hair locked, I've shaved it, I've grown it out, I've shaved it again, I've locked it again. You know, people can't keep up with, and I'm just like, again, sometimes I need the energy to be released, and that's when I'm just like, I need to shave my hair, or sometimes I decide I want to lock myself away and I lock my hair, right? Again, it's just, you go through the motions of what you need to go through. And I posted on my Insta story, and I don't know if it's still there. You cannot be ashamed to show what you are doing, right? And one of the key things, and I'm scrolling to see if I've missed anything else as I'm scrolling back up. We done painting, women? No, 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 no. You're never done painting. And there's balance, Miriam. Yeah, you got to balance. I still love my color. You guys will still see it all throughout my home. But at the end of the day, it is about finding that lightness and that balance, right? It's funny because I'm sitting there thinking, yo, I got a lot of repainting to do. Like literally my entire place was done. Like I've like done. And now I'm going through the journey all over again. My youngster, I wanted to pin your comment. Our colors typically change based on what happens in our lives. Yeah. Yeah. Now, you know, I've mentioned the word shadow work a couple of times, and some people are going to say, oh, you're talking about some, you know, some hippie new age, whatever. But sometimes those darkest moments that we don't want to talk about, we don't remember. We feel like we can't face them. Some of those moments are the pivotal moments that if we can work through them with somebody, by yourself, however you need to do so, those moments can only help you succeed even further, because a lot of those moments, and I'm speaking for myself and other people that I've talked to about this, a lot of those moments are holding us back from being our truest, most authentic self. You know, leaping away from fear to do whatever it is that you want to do because somebody has told you that you are not good enough for your childhood or the boyfriend or the girlfriend, and that is stuck with you. And then you're just like, yeah, I'm never going to try that because, you know, Billy said I wasn't good enough to do so, or, you know, your mother or your father or your auntie or your whoever. When you start going through that healing journey from that era and those moments in your life, it really does give you the opportunity to fully express and see who you are. I've stayed guarded, and I've talked about it, and Olox can laugh and joke about it now. I've talked about my bubble. I've been living in my bubble definitely over 10 years. Definitely over 10 years. COVID only just helped me because then I didn't have to worry about anybody asking me to be anywhere because we were in lockdown. It just made it perfect. The flip side of that is that although I was in lockdown way before lockdown, this community, this collective of people that I've met throughout Twitch has actually helped me come out of the bubble. So when you hear me talking about the color change and, you know, those who have made comments that, you know, that I am lighter, nicer, whatever it is, I am accepting who I actually am when I've taken away all of the things that have kept me prisoner from truly enjoying who I am at this stage of my life. And I want to continue. I don't want to go back in my bubble. It's tempting because some people are just horrible people, but it's about finding, and I'm going to use Miriam's word, it's about finding that balance, being able to cope, being able to manage, right? Like you have to. So I'm going to scroll because I'm probably We some painting women. Yeah. Are you painting again, Gigi? I think you owe me some pictures, by the way. Just saying. Um, yeah, people will think, yeah, right? So Zenda, I just turned 50. So people will be thinking, oh, she just turned and this is why. And yeah, you can think what you want to think, right? Those who have known me way before Twitch, right? So way before Twitch, way before Tap the Soul or Soulfinity or whatever net, way before social media existed, they remember a version of me that I don't even remember anymore. And I'm not saying I'm trying to get back to that version, but I've had so many different events happen in my life that has turned me into the woman that I am. And I don't say that with any regret, right? You have to go through what you go through to get you to where you are. But a lot of those moments have scarred me in a way that have prevented me from living my full life, from interacting with people with full open heart because of what I've been through, right? And we all have it. Like, I'm not special to say I've had it and somebody else hasn't. We've all had those experiences. It's how do you live with them and how do you go through them and how do you grow through them, right? So I can't snap my fingers and say every bad thing that's ever happened to me, I'm over it. I'm still a work in progress, but I'm going to take the path of, while I'm still working through it, I'm going to live with a smile on my face and in my body, right? Not just on my face and in the back of me I'm struggling. You know, you'll have those moments as well, but it's important to know that you're doing so, but you're still making the attempt to find peace, right? Tasha P typed it earlier, peace. You're not expected to be in peace 24/7. If that's the life you have, great. It's a beautiful thing. But I want to know that even the moments when I don't have 100% peace, I'm still happy. I can still smile. And even if I'm still sad, I'm still okay. And that's what I'm hoping for all of you, which is why I turn on this stream and I have these conversations to remind us to be that way. I'm going to scroll. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Not hippie. Shadow work is a deep check in ourselves, being honest with ourselves and understanding yourself. Yeah, T.E. Dennis, but I find within the, how else do I say it? Within the West Indian culture, there's some conversations that are just uncomfortable for the older generations to get into, right? And when you start talking about childhood trauma, generational curses, shadow work, even meditation, I've had some pretty questionable conversations with family members over doing meditation because they feel it's not the right. Yeah, okay. Manifesting what you want, living intentionally, creating a vision board. There's all these different elements that you can use wisely to help yourself. And it shouldn't be seen as satanic, hippie or some new age fluff tactic. Like, if you really do the work on yourself for yourself, amazing things can happen. And I'm saying that because every time I turn on this stream and I watch a replay and I watch these conversations, I am amazed at where I am. Sometimes I'm learning that I have grown from watching my own stream because I don't recognize it easily, but I recognize it when I'm in conversation with all of you. And for that, I want to say thank you. And I'm going to try not to get choked up right now because I literally feel tears coming. So yeah, yeah. Trusting yourself while finding the balance. Yeah. And that one's hard because sometimes you have to make sure that you're not making a decision because you feel like that's your, I don't even know how to word it. Sometimes we'll make a decision and we feel like we have to just make a decision because it's the right decision, but you have to know within it's the right decision. Like, it can't just be, well, you think it's the right one, that's what's going to make whatever flow a certain way or to happen a certain way. You really have to just know from within that you are making that right decision and it's the right voice you're listening to. And I can't tell you which voice to listen to because I struggle with my own on my own shoulders, but you will know the voice that is right for you and what you're trying to do. And I'm going to add in here, that ties in with where you guys hear me say all the time, the fear of failure and the fear of success. I've been talking about stuff for this channel. I'm talking about stuff that I want to do outside of Twitch. I think Smiles mentioned it yesterday, right? So there's things that I want to do. Dr. C and I have conversations all the time about all of the things. He tolerates my voice notes. So all the things that I want to do. I'm building stuff. I'm changing my branding color again. And I'm making sure that you guys see that I'm doing it because I want people to understand. Don't wait for perfect to post what you're doing. Don't wait for perfect to talk to your friend about what you're trying to do. That friend may help you and give you an idea on how to excel, a connection that can help you leap and do something. T.E. Dennis, I know next year you're planning to drop your Vibe Tribe, right? You've been focused on that. You're working on that. You're going to press the button and turn it on. Taking that leap. Yes, ma'am. Let me do it. I think many of us become afraid to take that leap. And I'm going to say because of the fear of failure or the fear of success. Um, and I'm trying to just do it. I'm posting what I'm posting on my Instagram. I posted on TikTok the other day and I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to do the TikTok thing often, but I'm trying to learn and grow and not stay stagnant, right? And if what I say on TikTok gets to one person that makes them smile throughout the day or gets them to where they're trying to get through or whatever the case is, again, my job is done. My purpose is done. Like I'm doing my purpose. I'm living my purpose. And that's something I'm saying to all of you, not just because I'm saying like, let's talk 2023 and I'm going on this rant, right? But I really want to instigate thought, right? 2024 is around the corner. There are things that you have in the back of your mind, on a post-it note, in the front of your mind that you keep saying, I would love to, I wish I could. Um, I think a couple weeks ago, and I don't remember which stream it was, I had asked you guys the question, if failure was not an option, what would you do? Right? And some of you shared it in the chat, and some of you, I'm sure you thought about it. If there was something you can do tomorrow and you were guaranteed that it was going to be successful, what would that be? And if you want to share it in the chat, share it in the chat, but just think about that. And what's stopping you from doing so? And it doesn't have to be, oh, I need to go and turn on a Twitch stream, or oh, I need to go and do this, or like it could be something so basic and something so simple, but it's so important to you and it's something that you really want to do. What is it? And what is holding you back? And is 2024 the year that you can actually start it, launch it, do it, talk about it with a friend? It's December 27th. You still have days in 2023. Can you start talking about it now? Scribble it down in a notebook. I talk about journaling all the time, right? Can you do these things to help motivate you to continue moving forward and doing what you want to do? I'm going to scroll. I'm going to scroll. I'm going to scroll. Learned from trauma. Yeah. It's called Journey with Learning, Self-Love, Understanding, Respect, Balance, and Peace. Yeah, it's just a lot of people don't get that. A lot of people don't get that. Yeah. Accent walls. See, this is where I spiral into problems. Those who know me in my little painting thing. Yeah. So right now, the wall behind me that you guys can probably barely see is the wall that you guys used to see. It's still there. The bookshelves are all still there. Everything's there. I just turned off the light because I had this halo around my head and that just didn't look right. So that is the only wall that may stay that color. And I'm saying may stay that color and it's just temporary. I know I'm going to end up painting the color because I would hold on to that wall color because I'm holding on to a piece of my past, but I have that color throughout my entire house in terms of accessories, so I can still honor and keep the color. I mean, like, let me just like keep it real. My planner is that color. My bullet journal is that color. So the wall doesn't need to stay the color. I can still honor the color without it being on my wall. But accent colors are all, the accent wall thing is always hard for me because I see one wall and then I'm just like, well, I want to do the rest of the walls, right? Let me keep scrolling. I'm sorry if I missed a couple of comments. Miriam, what you want to do or what you should do? Both. I'm going to say both. But I'm definitely going to stress on what you want to do because I feel there's a lot of times people do what they should do versus what they want to do. And sometimes the should is because it's pleasing other people, not necessarily themselves. But I'm going to say both because there's sometimes the should is you should stop procrastinating and do what it is that you want to do. Yeah, see what I did there? Just kind of let me keep scrolling. Going into the unknown. It is kind of scary, but isn't it also kind of exciting? Like it's because it's unknown. Like literally, it's a blank canvas for you to navigate however life is going to throw itself in the path of what you're trying to do, but it's a blank canvas for you to paint how you want to. Even with the hurdles, the obstacles, the whatever, it just, the good and the bad, it's still you holding the paint brush on the canvas, not somebody doing it for you, right? And I think that's the piece that a lot of us end up missing. And that ties back to the should or want to do, right? I should be wrapping up the stream. and getting ready to go and get some sleep. But I already know I'm not going to do that because A, I'm hungry and I want to fix some soup. And B, my brain before the stream is already going. So during the stream, it's only going to get there. And I'm going to have to try to remember to get decent amount of sleep. But the shoulds and the wants, you just got to navigate to make sure that you should be doing something because it's something you should be doing for you and not for somebody else, not to make somebody else happy, not to make somebody else proud, not to be in the same league as somebody else. That's not it. It's got to be because you're holding yourself back or whatever other explanation there is in order to progress and do what you want to do. um and then there's the needs to do, right? So maybe the shoulds for you is really the needs to do. Yeah, yeah. Stepping into your greatness is a scary thing. It is scary. I say it all the time. Sorry, I'm like kicking my desk. It is, but I'm excited to do it because it's the opportunity to do it. Um, my friends helped me take the leap on streaming and build this new team. Yeah, and you guys heard me tell the story, right? This whole thing. I started this whole thing in February in a crazy conversation, a voice note to Doc, and it was then a message to Smiles. And here I am at December with, 9 volumes of the Born for Music raid, countless conversations with guests, and countless conversations with all of you. And I remember the day that I was playing music on my Spotify and I was talking to Smiles, trying to figure out how do I set up this thing because I was going to make my page affiliate. And he just said, do this, do that. And oh, by the way, you might want to check your live. That's how I started streaming, with a Spotify playlist, to become affiliate, to doing the raid, to turning on a mic, to doing the conversations, to having these conversations with you. It just, the friends that I have, I will say I cherish, right? There was many conversations that I had with Stretch as well in regards to a lot of this. And Doc did a lot of the administrative work and the color landscapes. There are certain people that you need to keep close to you that will help you thrive. And then I'm just going to say, from my own learning and my own experience of 2023, there's certain people that are around you that may be your friend, but you need to understand their objective with their contribution on what they're doing to you, for you, or not doing to or for you. And I'm just putting that out there just because sometimes we get eager. I've done it. I've been over eager to embrace people because now I'm out of my bubble and I want to love and hug everybody. And I've had some pretty unpleasant experiences with some people I was authentically sharing and caring with, right? And oh Lord, here we go. And I think one of those things that you just have to realize along the way is that, as you see, I knew it. I didn't even have to wait. I saw that emote that I want, that I still haven't gotten yet. And I just knew, of course, he has entered the room. Yeah. Um, we have to understand the people in our life, what is their purpose? And I don't mean that you have to sit down and write, Billy's purpose in my life is. Sometimes you probably do need to do that. Just take a moment and really understand that interaction that you're having with people. Who do you feel is genuinely in your corner to help you? And it doesn't always have to be whether it's about streaming. Maya Youngster, congratulations to you. We have some pretty dope people that worked with us to get us to where we are today. And I'm still building and you're still building. So any way that I can help you, even if it's just dropping your name in the chat and saying follow, support, go follow, go support, then at least I know I'm helping to bring visibility to your channel for more people to show up and see what you're about, right? Let me scroll because I know. Yes. Travel to meet those I've grown to love on Twitch. I need to travel more. I think there's a trip to the US that's waiting for me. Just not sure yet. Lily, I'm so sorry. I missed saying hello to you, sweetie. Meditation is close to praying, in my opinion. You're asking your higher power to be with you in both forms of connection. Yes, and some of the Christian people in my family have felt that meditation was calling into a satanic power because you weren't saying, oh, Heavenly Father, and saying amen at the end. Yeah. Welcome to life with Seventh-day Adventist family members. Yeah, I knew. There's some smart ass comment that had to come from, good evening, DJ Smiles. How are you? I hope you're having a fantastic day. And thank you for joining the collective today as we talk about 2023. I'm about to wrap this up since I turned on my stream at 6 p.m., but I'm glad that you were able to join. And in regards to Gone Pro, I wouldn't say Gone Pro, but I am a work in progress. And I will always say it, and you will always cuss me about it. but I really do appreciate the support you gave me then when you chucked me off of a cliff and turned my channel, told me to turn my channel live back then, to all of the support that you have given me up until even as recent as yesterday and even as recent as you being here today. And I know you don't like the limelight on you and the spotlight. That's too bad. This is my channel. I have the mic today. So yeah, I want to say thank you. I really and truly do appreciate all of the help, even sometimes when you're hostile about it. I appreciate the help. I appreciate the guidance. I appreciate the support. Those of you who are not already doing so, I am telling you right now, you better be following DJ Smiles. You will always enjoy the quality of music that comes your way. He is not your typical Twitch DJ. You're always going to have a musical experience. I will always be a supporter of him, even if I'm lurking in the background trying to do my own thing, because I really do appreciate the authenticity of how he appreciates music. And that is not the same for every DJ on Twitch. Yeah, I said what I said. So as I continue scrolling, let me continue scrolling because I want to wrap this up soon. So 2023, C.A. Gregory, hello, beautiful. How are you? I hope your holidays have been fantastic. So as I'm about to wrap this up, I'm going to put the screen up and I'm going to hydrate. I probably should have put it on mute too, so you guys don't hear me chugging, but this is where we are. Let me continue scrolling. DJ Chris Camouflage, you're gone. Okay, have yourself a fantastic evening. If I don't talk to you again this year, I'm wishing you a fantastic new year and looking forward to catching up with you in the new year. I'm gonna keep scrolling. DJ is not a he is not a topic. DJ, he's awesome. Yeah. Smiles is one of those DJs. There's a few DJs out there. Smiles is one of them. I'm going to say honestly, everybody, and I wish I had the flyer still in my thing, but I don't think I have it here. All of the DJs that were in my last Born From Music raid, and that was last week, Wednesday, actually. Jimmy Q, Blaster, Nita Dawn, Quite Sane, and Smiles. 713, thank you. If I never do another Born From Music raid again, I would be really happy with how that raid wrapped up. And I'm extra happy that one of the key focal contributors to the Born From Music raid birth and creation was the one to close out the raid on December the 20th. And I'm hoping he's not paying attention to this chat anymore and he's off doing his work and doing his own thing. But I definitely have to say that for all of the conversations that I had about this raid and all the passion and the birthing that I went through to make this thing happen, Doc and Smiles were the two that really, they really challenged me. I didn't plan to do that raid until starting in June, and it started in March. So just really when I say that those 5 DJs all have something special. Some are newer than others, but all of them hold a special place for me, and all of them had been on the raid before, so it was just nice to have them be the closer. Will I do it again in 2024? We'll see. We'll see what happens. But right now I know that he's sitting there thinking, would you stop talking about me and talk about something else? So we're going to get ready to wrap this up. But once again, I just want to say, those of you, as you sit down and do any type of reflection, I'm going to encourage you to actually do so. As you sit down and look at 2023 and you look at all of what did and didn't happen, and you think about 2024 and you think about all of what's to come, it is unknown. Tomorrow is unknown. 2024 may not make it for some of us, right? And it's not something I say lightly. It's a serious conversation, right? We are not guaranteed to wake up when we go to bed tonight. So every day is a blank canvas. Olox, you talk about that unknown, right? I just want to make sure that we stop and think about for every day that we do have, how can we live it to the fullest? Because we don't know if we're going to get the next day and the next day and the next day. So those things that you want to do, sit down and think about them and do them. I don't know if I'm going to, and I'm just going to open up my Twitch right now. Apple, I haven't looked to see who is actually on today. Oh, actually, I do know where I want to go. If Mish Mish 8 is on, that's where I'm going to want to raid and go. I'm hungry, and it only makes sense that I go to her channel. But New Year's Eve, I'm not sure yet. I may turn on at 8 o'clock. If I do, please check out all of my channels. Apple keeps dropping all of the stuff in here. So there's Facebook, the private group. I'm going to start seeing if I can get some more activity there, get some more people to show up there. I haven't reached out and added people yet, but I think I'm going to have to do that. There's some more stuff that I'm doing that's going to be a little bit more personal and intimate. I will drop that at some point in 2024. Maybe that might be a better forum for us to come together and connect. So there's Facebook. YouTube is live right now. Twitch is live right now. Subscribe to both, or follow me on Twitch. Subscribe to me on YouTube. I guess that's the right verbiage to say, right? I'm on Instagram. Instagram, Tap the Soul. Instagram, Born from Music Raid. I have clips from March to last week Wednesday that are going to be flooding that page. And just anytime I catch one of these DJs in action and I screen record, I'm going to be posting there. Everything music related pretty much is going to be on that page. So it will not just be about the raid. It will be about all things, I'm going to say, music for the most part. Wednesdays here at 6 o'clock, Sundays here at 8 p.m. I'm going to try for an hour, hour and a half. That is always going to be the goal, respective of everyone's time. And I say it every stream, and I will never stop saying it. Your time and your energy is non-refundable. And I appreciate the fact that you spend it here with me. It's never about the bits. It's never about the subs. It's never about the hype train. Just the fact that we come here and we share and we bond together is the most important thing for me as I'm going through what I'm going through, and as I'm here to support what you guys are all going through. Exclamation feel, if you're not already doing so, follow I Am Feel Soul. He actually dropped another album on his webpage, and I don't have that link handy. I will try to see if I can find that link and put that in the next stream so you guys can check it out. His current album dropped on December 14th, which was also his birthday. I did 3 tracks on that. And that is on all of social media streams. So your Spotify, your Apple Music, your TikTok Music, and any other platforms that has music, you can find the album there, and also on even.biz. But be sure to check him out on Instagram. Once again, on Wednesday, next week, Wednesday at 6 p.m., I will be sitting down in conversation with, I need to take this comment off of the screen. I didn't realize it was still on there. Yeah, let's take that off. I will be in conversation with Jay Wise. The Toronto folks will know his voice really well. They will know who he is. He looks very different from the locks that he used to have, his signature locks, for many, many years. He is an MC, a rapper, a storyteller. He's been a part of a few hip hop groups, former radio host of many shows throughout Toronto, in college radio, as well as the Flow 93.5s, etc. along the way. And it will be definitely a conversation I've been looking forward to doing for a while. And I think we're both at a good point right now. He has an album that is dropping. He already has a song that is out. And the conversation next week, Wednesday, will be talking about his journey and his life. DJ Kid C, what's up? How are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Those of you who are not already doing so, please follow DJ Kid C. He does not stream as much, but if you are in the streets of Toronto, be sure to follow him on Instagram and find out where he is holding his jam. You go to a Kid C party, you are guaranteed to have a good time. And as I said before, I'm promoting the YouTube aspect because I know a lot of the Twitch folks here will not know some of the people that I want to sit down and have a conversation with. But I'm a Toronto girl. I am a born and raised Toronto girl. And as much as I love talking to everybody internationally, I really want to take a moment and take some time to also recognize the Toronto people. Let me put myself back on screen. Hey, Kid C. I want to sit down and have a conversation with some of the Toronto folks who make up what Toronto is. I think it's important to sit down and hear everyone's story. Everyone has a story, and we can always learn from the story, whether they are an artist, whether they are, just the regular Joes or Marys that have a 9-to-5 job. They've had a story that has taken them through a journey of life that we can learn from. We sat down with Blood Clot Gal and we heard about self-advocacy and the importance of it. So when I'm bringing people to sit down in conversation, I want us to sit down in conversation and learn and nurture and educate and share. So with that said, I am going to ask Apple to please put the raid message in. Apple, once again, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. To everybody in the collective who has been here, whether you're watching the replay of this or you're watching this and you're here live right now, from my soul, Tap the Soul is saying thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. I love you all. And I look forward to seeing you maybe on New Year's Eve for about 30, 40 minutes. And if not, next week, Wednesday, we will definitely be sitting down with Jay Wise and we're going to be talking about life. It's going to be I don't even have to question it. It will be a good conversation. Kids C, if you are planning to stream again on Twitch, let us know when you're turning on again so we can catch you. But either way, those of you, please go and check him out. Yeah, no, I won't go missing. No, I won't go missing. So we're gonna raid over to Mish Mish, who has also been a guest on this channel in conversation, as well as DJ Swirls, I believe is playing the music while she's cooking, who has also been a guest and who has also been on the Born for Music raid. And you guys know already that a lot of these folks that have been in this channel, whether they've been a guest or on my raid, are important people and special people in my space. So I would really love it if you can stay on the raid and follow, stick and stay for a bit, see what Mish Mish is all about and what she's cooking, and hopefully your belly will not grumble. I look forward to seeing you in the Twitch streets, and either way, I look forward to seeing you before the end of 2023. Anybody who needs support in any way, shape, or form, find me on Instagram, send me a message. I will be there to help you out in any way, shape that I can. And Happy New Year to those who do not get a chance to come back because you're out there partying and freezing your butts off. Be sure to be out there and have a good time. Be safe. And 2024 is around the corner. You are still in 2023. Whatever it is that you want to do, start now. Start today. Don't wait for the clock to drop or the ball to drop for you to start whatever it is that you want to do. Peace, loving blessings.